What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the only channel in YouTube that's going to bring you the latest and greatest with Terra Luna Classic. And that being said, we have got some pretty interesting stuff to talk about in this video. The sprint number 6, where do we sit with that? As well as Zaradar giving his 2 pence on the chain. All of that and much, much more in this video. So if that's something you're bullish on, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 20k subscribers because of you guys. So thank you so much for that. And leave a like on the video if you're still bullish on Terra Luna Classic. Well, that being said, let's take a look at what's going on. Well, we saw the whole cryptocurrency market take a bit of a dive around about 3 o'clock my time this afternoon. We saw Bitcoin pull back. It's not the end of the world. We've actually had 6 days of solid green movement, so it's all anticipated. Terra Luna Classic, no exception to that rule. We can click on most coins. XRP, you can see the same. Matic, see the same. Solana, see the same. Even Bitcoin, we can see this sell-off. Bitcoin bouncing back. Remember, BTC dominance currently 50.2%, absolutely insane. But Terra Luna Classic currently trading at the 9021 with this incredible level of support around the 9s that we continue to hold, using that 7-day as a support level as well. But things are looking good. They are starting to reverse. RSI starting to trend. It currently is looking oversold, if I'm honest. We're starting to see the RSI trend back up. Likewise with the MACD. So we could be about to see some nice movement for Terra Luna Classic. So what did I want to talk about in this video? Well, first and foremost, we're just going to address this really quickly. Now, you know, I don't get into the whole drama of whatever people have. People have their own opinions. It doesn't affect me. I'm not really bothered. But Zaradar coming out from the rock in which he climbed under to talk about the price logic of Terra Luna Classic. And I guess the point why I wanted to bring this up wasn't necessarily to shame Zaradar or to have a go at him. It screams of being left out. That's my opinion. It screams of being left out. We know Superman back on, one of those fantastic L1 Cosmos developers, is back with us as part of the L1 team. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Zaradar starts mocking the Luna Classic community. In particular, this tweet saying, Lunatic Logic, BTC drops 2%, Lunk drops 10, no problem. Lunatic Logic, BTC goes up 25%, Lunk goes nowhere, no problem. It's not correlated to BTC. So look, he can have his opinion. For me, it's all about understanding the journey and where we are going to go. And I guess for me, it screams of desperation to be back as part of this. So, you know, look, Tobias, Zaradar, just hit me up. I'll sort it out for you. I'm sure we can work something through. But let's take a look at the L1 task force team. What have they been doing? And again, this money that we are investing in what they're coming out. I want to give you a quick update of where they are. So we got this roadmap delivered by Lunkburn Army, the community manager. And you can see in here, a number of ticks off there. Still a few things to work through. But look, as we kind of work through this point, there is a lot that they've completed, which is good to see. And we could even be in for a bit of a refund, so I'll talk about that in just a second. But we see this, the 11th to the 23rd of June, so what was completed last week. They got the parity upgrade, the 5% commission for validators. What is interesting, though, with that 5% commission, we're not seeing a lot of validators burn Luna Classic. We can take a look at the statistics here. About 70 million is the number today. What we are seeing, though, is even more people starting to stake their Luna Classic, nearly at 15%. But I would like to see some more of this supply being burnt, given now all the validators are getting a minimum 5% commission. So very interesting. Those that you're staking with, if they've committed to be burning Terra Luna Classic, they're making 5% on their commission. So you'd expect some burns to come through now. It's still very early, but hopefully we'll start to see that. We also got the post-production support for existing DApp and smart contracts, as well as the pull request 356 to resolve issues on stations submitted to TF. So we're waiting for that to go through. We obviously got the parity upgrade, which we talked about. Additional features I did just want to touch on very quickly. We have the minimum 5% deposit, 5% minimum validator that's in. The split burn tax with distribution module functionality is still in progress. You might be thinking, what is that? Well, this was proposed a long time ago, and ultimately what it was is to split the burn tax to the community pool rather than it going through a different way. I proposed to modify the burn anti-handler to split the burn tax to the distribution module instead. Why? Because the distribution module already splits 50% of the proposal with the CP. By splitting the burn tax with the distribution module instead of the CP, stakers also stand to benefit, thus creating a broader alignment with the community and increasing demand for staking and for Luna Classic. So this one for me is a really important. Remember the 2 things I talk about, burns and price. This is a big part, as well as this DApp burn tax whitelist in progress and the Astroport situation assessment and restoration of functionality. So 3 key bits that I think are really important to kind of get through. Just give us a view of the Astroport there. So the Commonwealth discussion, new contract code, and on-chain governance proposal that goes through that. So for me, some really key points that are going to push 2 big narratives for Terra Luna Classic right now. And here's the interesting news. Here's the budget budget. Here's how it's all been spent. So you can see there, we have currently $33,960 left as part of the budget. So we'll see how this all plays out. Again, we know that they've once given back to the community pool because they didn't spend everything that was in there. So I'd like to see that, maybe even go into a burn. Who knows? But I think interesting, 35 grand left for the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how this kind of plays out. But all in all, for me, Terra Luna Classic continues to build. I talked about this on my live stream that, look, it's going to take time. We have to get some of these key functionalities working out. We have to build investor confidence. The best thing we can do right now as a community is support those talking about Terra Luna Classic, support those that have been here every day bringing the latest content, smashing likes on them, commenting down below, subscribing to the channels. This gets the word out and lets people know actually behind the scenes what truly is going on with Terra Luna Classic. I'm still bullish. All mine's still staked. I haven't sold anything. I'm holding and seeing what happens long term. Let me know though in the comments, are you staking, holding, or have you sold? Very interested to know as ever. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, smash a like on this video. Let's send it as far and wide as we possibly can. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.